Well, we went out to the service center and four guys came out and they took a look at the slide. They basically told me that it was going to be $6,000 to $8,000 in repairs to be able to get that slide functional again, and that they were unable to get it to open and close. The whole system has to be replaced. The bottom line is I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to look at the positive side of things. This kind of sucks, right? I've had a lot of plans, been looking forward to it, and I'm now looking about $10,000 to get my camper up and on the road and able to make my trip. Well, that is not in my budget. Needless to say, that's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to do this trip if that's the case. So after leaving the service center, I came back to the campground and I set the camper back up. I disconnected it from the truck. I leveled it out. I opened the slides. And the whole time I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do now. This is obviously terrible news. Well, it's at that point that when I opened the slide, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it one last time. And I go to pull the slide back in, and guess what? It worked just fine. So I opened it up again, held my breath, pressed the close button, closed just fine. So I did it again, and again, and again. So that's when I realized that what happened was that because my spot is so new, that the ground settled underneath the weight of the camper, and my camper was no longer level, which is why I would not go in to begin with. And when I went to the service center and they were checking it out and charged me $150, not one time was the camper actually level, so it did not work at the service center as well. They should have known this, you would think, regardless. Now that I've got the slide working out, that is a huge weight off my shoulders. So I'm glad I got that figured out. But the silver lining, blessing in disguise, whatever you want to call it, the fact remains, I was going to leave on those tires this morning. And from what everybody's told me who's looked at these tires, and the fact that they are 10 years old, and they're only supposed to be 5 to 7 years old, bottom line is, from what everyone's telling me, it would have been very, very, very bad had I hit the road on these tires. I'm thankful that the slide didn't work. I'm thankful it works now, and I got it figured out, and that's not what the problem was. I can still head out to Florida here shortly. I did have to order some new tires, so now we're safe, and I have a feeling it would have been very bad if that slide had worked and we left, because that's exactly what I was about to do. So I'm thankful that the slide didn't work. I'm thankful that the tires were noticed, because they looked fine to me. But I don't know what I'm talking about, and I've never had tires like this before. It was a learning experience for me. I'm not looking at this as a bad thing. I'm looking at this as a learning experience, and now we're safe, and we're going to hit the road. We just have to change some reservations and make different arrangements, but we'll figure it out. We'll keep you guys posted. We got another couple days here in Huntsville before we depart the area. The great thing is we get to have one more Throttle Thursday. Might stick around and spend Father's Day with my kid. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of be nice to spend the weekend in Florida, though. So I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, it's been an adventure from day one. We'll get the tires taken care of and get on the road to start this journey officially again. So day one in a few days, we shall see. All right, guys, that's what's going on. That's what's happening. We are still on for traveling, going places. We're just going to have to make some adjustments. That's all. Not a problem. See you next time.